This 2012 British horror movie scarred me. It's called Truth or Die, and it's about a group of teens who get caught up in this situation in which this person unalived himself and sort of the revenge of that person's brother as a result. Now, part of the reason why I was initially on board while watching this movie is because we clearly do have a good guy. This teen guy who went to this party and just wanted to talk to this girl who was having issues with her boyfriend at the time. And the way that he's presented, he's kind of the person that we're supposed to be feeling bad about and rooting for. And he's the one who attempts to unalive himself in the film. However, he's actually not that great of a person because not only did he get high that night, which is understandable given the context, and I wouldn't say makes him a horrible person in the context of this movie. He also goes along with what this guy's girlfriend tells him to do, which essentially amounts to actual rape of a man, all while she's filming this. Now, I like scary movies. I like horror. I like dark things. That's dark superhero media, that's dark scary movies, etc. But honestly, after processing the shock of that reveal, I'm kind of just left disgusted and with no wind in my sails. There was only one guy I could root for in this movie because everyone else sucks. Except for maybe this guy's older brother who wants to take revenge on these teens. Although there are hints that he and his family are not great people either. So the one guy that I could root for in this movie does one of the most deplorable acts that you could ever do to someone. And the movie doesn't take time to address this. And to be fair, the reveal happens at the end, and based around the way that everything happened, the person who was raped didn't actually know that that happened. So not only all of that, but the girl who videoed this and encouraged the guy to do this ends up getting away from this situation with someone else. I forget who the other character was. So there were only two survivors, one of which is arguably the most horrible person in this movie and is partly responsible for the rape of another man. Like, what? Now, to be fair, I don't necessarily need all my horror movies to have an happy ending. I don't need all of my scary movies to beat the bad guy at the end or whatever. But at least having someone to root for would be nice. At least wanting the characters to survive this situation would be nice. But no, now I'm sitting here wishing that everyone had died. This wasn't a bad movie necessarily, but it's just that, again, there was no one to root for. It doesn't really feel like there's a protagonist, so to speak, that you can get behind and that you want to survive. So yeah, if you've seen this movie and you've heard my rant, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure you follow me for more content like